Hi everyone, Sean here from Builders Brisbane, and we're at another one of our projects that's just about to be handed over to a customer here in Slacks Creek. Now, we've built on the side of a very steep hill, so we're going to have some video or some photos showing you exactly what we did and how we did it. But essentially, because this home has been built to the new National Construction Code standards, it does require step-free access. So we've got things like ramps and retaining walls and a split style construction that is very cool to look at. We'll show you on the plans, potentially with some B-roll while I'm talking and walking through this home. But essentially towards the back, we've got a retaining wall that's been built out of block that transitions into a concrete slab. So half this home is on a concrete slab. And then as we extend further, the land actually falls away and we've built out a suspended timber floor that then transitions into a deck. All of that with a ramp that goes down, so it provides a step-free access, and you'll see that throughout the house as well. So come on through, we'll have a look around. This is one of our classic Simon layouts with a little bit of variation. And so walking straight through the sliding door, inside we've got our very spacious living area, space for TV, up the back here, dining here, and then we've got quite a large kitchen. Plenty of space, plenty of bench space. We've got a breakfast bar overhang as well, which is fantastic. All of the drawers, soft closing. So this is just a really great, solid investor spec kitchen and fantastic for a small family. Again, it's a kitchen that doesn't feel like it's for a granny flat at all. It feels like an actual kitchen, which we love. Plenty of space for the fridge, overhead cupboards as well, slide out range hood, all Westinghouse appliances. So you really do get a solid level of spec for just our standard Builders Brisbane range. We've got plenty of storage in here, large sort of like pantry area. And in here we've got a linen cupboard. Down the end, 2 bedrooms. We always like to put our switchboards inside the home. If you ever have a power cut or something trips, it's nice not to have to go out in the rain and deal with that. We can put this in various areas as per the client request. So some people like to have it in, say, like a utility closet. Other people don't like that because then all their stuff is in there and they can't get to the switchboard. So really, it is up to you. But you can see we've got plenty of GPOs, double GPOs, 2 double GPOs over here, 2 double GPOs there. We've got one in the corner of the kitchen, 2 on this corner here. So there's really plenty of power, and we don't really like skimping on the power specs at all either. So coming in, obviously 2 fans, air conditioner. So that's all set up. Carpet in the bedrooms. We had one of our viewers mention, hey, why don't you mention the built-in robes? So yes, there is built-in robes. It's just a really sort of solid layout, one that we really love for investment properties and for people just getting into the property market themselves for the first time. All right, well, coming into the bathroom, we've got a walk-in shower, very large, very spacious, quite a large bath as well. Toilet separate, vanity over here, plenty of space to put any shelving or anything you want. Again, this is all spec to the client's request. So if you want a smaller bathroom or you want a bathroom with a completely separate WC or toilet space, that's up to you. We can configure this layout as to what you require. In this case, it was all about accessibility. And again, because of the National Construction Code changes, we do have to make certain provisions for circulatory space and a few other things. So if you get in touch with us and want to have a chat about how your design complies with the National Construction Code, we can definitely do that as well. So we've had to put in a block retaining wall that went towards the rear of the property. And that's because this street is on a very steep hill. You probably know the hill I'm talking about if you know the Slacks Creek area. And this property is cut into the hill. Putting in this retaining wall was something that was required in the National Construction Code because we couldn't technically build the house on stilts. We needed to ensure that we had the step-free access. And so of course that's going to be a little bit of work, but we've managed to get it done and put in the retaining wall, all the drainage required. It's been absolutely pouring rain recently, so we can see there's a little bit of water around, but this house then is situated on a slab, the entire back section. So the bedrooms and the bathroom and all the way up through the living space is all on a concrete slab. And then we've, right about where the kitchen starts, the floor transitions into a timber floor. So for many people, you won't even notice unless I point it out, but it actually sounds different. That's the only way you can tell. It's so stable and so sturdy, and the transition is absolutely seamless. So this is something that we really have been doing recently on quite a few builds. There have been some projects where a house has been on a slope, or there's been some difficulty with a site. And so doing a split level transition where the floor is actually completely flat, but the subfloor is totally different, is pretty cool. And we can show you how all of that works in 3D when we're doing our design as well, and all the engineering. So it's really great for the customer's point of view, because they can see like, okay, how would this actually work? Because I have a horribly difficult block to work with. The reality is this block from the back corner, it's about 1.7 or so meters above where I'm standing, and then down the bottom here it drops off about 2.5 meters. So you've got, say, 4.2 meters or so of fall across the block, and that's what we had to work with in a very small footprint. You're talking potentially about 12 meters or so. And so, you know, that's a massive drop to contend with. Design side, it's absolutely no problem. And as it turns out on the build side, it's no problem as well. So if you've got a difficult block, it's only the block that's difficult, not the building part. You just leave that to us. All right, well, that pretty much wraps up our tour here of the property at Slacks Creek. We've got a massive fall across not a wide footprint, a construction style that is half slab and half on timber floor, managed to be compliant with the National Construction Code, Queensland Development Code, and all the local town planning laws, while making sure that we had a project that fit the budget, the scope, and the requirements of our client. And we think that we're gonna have a very good day at handover tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Still a few little bits and pieces to do, but this has turned out to be such an amazing property. Huge thank you to all the team working on the design side and the compliance side, our site supervisors, subbies and tradies, our own carpentry teams have been working on this property as well. And we've just been absolutely blown away by how it's turned out. So thank you to everyone who has been working with us for this year. We've got an amazing year ahead in 2025. And if you're not in our books yet and you've been thinking about getting on and building a property, maybe converting some of that equity you have in your property portfolio into cash flow, give us a call, 1-800-575-002. We're always on the other end of the line, so just jump on the phone and give us a yell. Thank you so much. Bye.